What's up, guys? So I got asked a question on Instagram about gassing out in wrestling matches. If you guys don't know, wrestling is a super physical sport, and it's really hard and it requires a lot of cardio. So this guy, he's wrestling in matches. He's doing really well in the first period or the second period, but then when he gets to the third period, he tends to burn out. So he asked me, like, Brandon, how do I stop burning out in matches? And well, guys, when I was in college, my freshman year, I had the same problem. So what I would do is I would train, do all my normal stuff, eat normally and everything, and I would go to the matches, and I'd be like, man, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. And I would still gas out. So I'd gas out and I'd lose matches. And honestly, I believe this is probably the reason I wasn't as successful as I could have been my first year. But going into my second year, I figured out a couple solutions to why I was gassing out and how to improve my gas tank for wrestling. Solution number one is diet. One of the big things that I had a problem with as a freshman in college, I literally had absolutely no diet. I was a heavyweight who thought I can eat whatever I want because I'm gonna burn off calories and I don't have to make weight. I was wrong. My diet became a critical factor to my cardiovascular levels rising, and just my overall health rising, which is going to affect whether or not I get gassed fast or not in matches. It's one of the biggest factors, was diet. So I'm not going to recommend a diet on here because I'm not, a specialist or whatever. But I will say, get with your coach, get with your trainers, get with whoever, your nutritionist, whoever you have at colleges. There's lots of resources. Get with someone and find a diet that will suit you and help you be the best athlete you can be. Solution number two is cardio. You get tired in wrestling matches, cardio. You need more cardio. For me, I trained extra cardio twice a week. This did not even include whatever the wrestling team was doing. So twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would train cardio. On Tuesdays, I would do my long runs, meaning I'd do like 2-3 miles, basically as fast as I could. So it wasn't nothing crazy, but it was just getting my lung blowed just really quick and making sure I can consistently move. And that was a really big thing for me, was making sure that I had really good cardio. On Thursdays, however, I would do a HIIT workout, high intensity interval training. So whether that's me watching a random P90X-ish video on YouTube or me putting together some crazy circuit myself, that's what I would do. I would do these Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, and I never missed them. I always did them. Even leading up to nationals, I did them because I wanted to make sure that when I went in and I wrestled, not only was I the strongest guy lifting Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but I was also in the best shape. And number three, I think this is literally the most important one, is reps with your favorite moves. Today, I actually had this really awesome kid, Kyle. He's one of the guys I do privates with at Derby City MMA. And Kyle was saying, hey man, kind of similar situation to the guy who asked the question on Instagram, like, dude, I did really good in the first period, but then I crashed in the second period. And I was like, Kyle, what is your favorite move? High crotch. That's what he said. I was like, oh, high crotch is your favorite move? I said, guess what we're doing today, Kyle? He's like, what? High crotches. That's it. We're doing some high crotches. We might do some top and bottom, but takedown wise, we're going to spend time on high crotches. So what we did were these things called speed drills. Guys, if you are a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu person and you want to get better at takedowns and you just want to build your cardio, mark this down. I'll say that again. If you want to get better at takedowns and your cardio for wrestling, mark this down. Speed drills. So I put Kyle and his awesome partner on the clock. So his partner's job was to just get back up and get taken down. Kyle's job was to shoot high crotches, finish with a double, and get a Turk at the end. So he had this whole system. He only did this one move and one finish the whole time. He did not change it up even once. This is what he did, and this is what I did in college. So we did this for about 10 minutes at the beginning of practice, and so Kyle knocked out hundreds at least of high crotches at the very beginning of practice. He was super tired. He got a good workout in. It was crazy. And then we hit live. Okay, so this is the next part about reps. So this, if I said part two or step four of how to get better cardio and how to not burn out in live matches. So we had diet, we had cardio, we had speed drills at the beginning of practice. And now I will say drilling after live. Same thing as those speed drills, you pick one move and one finish. For me, I did this thing called a duck double. If you guys don't know what that is, it's where you fake a duck under, get your hand behind the knee, and you go to a double leg on the opposite side and you cut back. You can see me hitting this move effectively in my second national title match, which is in my YouTube videos. I hit this in overtime. Guys, if you want to have a great, gas tank and you want to be able to take down guys who might be better than you, might also be in really good shape, you're going to have to drill. So after practice, no matter what, me and Amir Daniels, my coach at the time, would just sit there after practice, not sit, but we would stand and then we would start drilling. 10 minutes. We put 10 minutes on the clock and be like, okay, we're drilling duck doubles or ankle picks. It'd be one of the two. It'd be like, we're doing that 10 minutes. No matter. We might have did sprints that practice. We might have done an hour of live that practice. It didn't matter. I would go get a water after we had a little our post-practice conference. I would get water, and then me and Amir would start up doing my duck doubles or my ankle picks. We did thousands of reps. Amir as the defensive partner, me as the offensive guy. That season, and then every season after that. For 3 seasons I did this, guys. Thousands of reps, and I hit this move twice at the national tournament in 3 years. But I hit it when it counted. That's a really huge thing. Let me say that one more time. I did thousands of reps on the same thing. And I'm not trying to talk down to anyone, but for me, this is really obvious, and it's a really great solution to a lot of wrestlers' problems. I hit thousands of reps in 3 years of 1 or 2 moves, duck double or ankle pick, and I only hit them in the national semifinals and national finals in 2020. 2 times I hit the 2 moves I hit thousands of times ever, but I hit them when they counted. I had 10 seconds left to win the match in the national semifinals. Hit the ankle pick, went straight ankle pick, low single, finish. Drilled it a million times. In the national finals against Tanner Farmer, Division I transfer, multiple time national finalist, high school. Really great wrestler, beat some ranked Division I guys. Went into overtime, guess what I hit him with? A duck double. I snapped, I moved. I did all the motions that I would rep after practice, and I got it. 2, raised my hand up, 2-time national champ at the time. 3-time now. So you want to get your cardio better for wrestling, guys? Or just takedowns in general? I don't care if you're an MMA fighter, a jiu-jitsu fighter, or a wrestler. Takedowns are key. They're huge. And if you want to be able to hit them in the overtime matches, in the really hard, grimy matches, in the deep water matches, you're going to have to drill them thousands of times. So here, listen to this one more time. Drill a bunch of times before practice. Or in practice, drill that same move a ton of times. After practice, after you've went live, after you've done your sprints, after you've done all the hard crap that I know you're going to do because you're in a wrestling practice and it's hard. Again, I'm not trying to talk down to anyone, but I'm trying to speak to someone who really needs to hear this. You're going to do a lot of hard crap, and it ain't going to be fun, but it's going to help you out a lot if you just take the time. Take those extra 10 minutes and do those extra reps. Because you're going to hit the move when it matters. When it's a high pressure situation, when you are in a high pressure situation, it's going to be incredibly easy to hit the moves that you've drilled after you've done live. Today, I broke Kyle. Awesome kid. Man, I am so freaking lucky to have a kid like that because he allowed me to push him the way I push myself. So freaking lucky. It's one of the things I love about being a coach. But this kid asked me how to, build his cardio up. The guy on Instagram asked me the same thing, but this kid actually put it into action. He said how, and then he did. So what he did was we did the high crushes at the beginning of practice. Then we went through the whole practice, did some cradle drills, did some basic normal drills. Then we did live for about 25 minutes. Me and his partner just Shark Tanking him. And then after the live, for 5 minutes, 5 1-minute rounds, high crotches. You go high crotch, double off, Turk, put the guy on his back, back up. High crotch, double off, Turk, put the guy on his back. Kyle threw up twice in the process of this 5 1-minute rounds. But guess what? When he's in overtime, when it's time to push himself, when he's super tired, he knows he has that high crotch double leg to a Turk down. It's in his back pocket because he's done it after being as tired as you can possibly do it, after already doing thousands of reps, after already being whooped by me and his partner during live, after being Shark Tanked, after being put in the deep water. He now knows, and I knew because I also did the same thing. I had built confidence in my conditioning and my takedown because I worked on it. So you want to get better conditioning? You don't want to gas out in matches? these are some things you can do. So just a little review, guys. Diet is number 1. Cardio, number 2, maybe twice a week. Get yourself some long-term and some HIIT cardio in. Number 3, speed drills. Basically, getting 1 minute on the clock, speed drills at some point in practice before your live. And then once again, after your live, go ahead and put some time on the clock and rep out your favorite move as much as you can, basically until you basically throw up. You don't have to throw up, guys. I didn't really throw up when I did it, the 10-minute thing. But basically, after you're tired, you need to make sure you're drilling one move, not 10,000, one move, your favorite move, a crap ton. That way you have it down in high pressure situations. When you do that, guys, and overtime comes, you'll win. I'm so positive, because guess how many people do that? Less than 1% of people in the college level, whether it's Division I or NAIA. Doesn't matter. That's the answer today, guys. You don't want to get burnt out. You got to work hard and you got to put the things together. Thanks again. It's always awesome. See you next time.